William Ruto, umeplani kwenda USA. Sasa Gachagua anapanga kuja home. Wewe umeplani kutoka home uende USA. There is some truth I want to speak here, and this is very important. William Ruto, you feel the pain of the damage Gachagua has caused to you. Imeingia kwa nerves. You didn't know if Gachagua had the capacity or the ability to damage you to this extent.
Yes, that message shows that William Samoei Ruto panic and now is actually planning to go and meet Donald Trump. Why? Gachagua went to America and Gachagua alichafua kila kitu. And of course we've been explaining this challenge that Gachagua destroy Ruto in America.
The people of Kenya. The Americans have just heard the cry of the Kenyan people and they are raising issues. William Ruto, aka Kasongo, please, the Americans want to have an investigation to unearth your business dealings with Hemeti of RSF in Sudan, where you are doing gold business and in reciprocity supplying arms to the terrorist group to kill women and children in Sudan. You cannot run away with it because we have the evidence. I was your deputy when those meetings took place. I have all the details.
And now Ruto anajifanya kwamba is going to America not look for jobs for Kenyans, studio, Grammy. But the real thing is that is going to, mend uhusiano yake na America.
Kama huyo mtu ni mwanaume kamili, atuambie hawa watu ni kina nani. Aende andikishe statement, aseme ni mtu fulani, ni kiongozi fulani, ni sehemu fulani, kutangaza tu mambo ya ujinga kwa mitandao.
One of the tricky things that Gachagua managed to destroy Ruto with in America is that issue of Al-Shabaab na issue of Sudan. Remember, Gachagua once said that Ruto alituma mabunduki Sudan kusaidia watu vita. You see, to Americans, this is a serious crime. I tell you what. You as a president, unachukua mabunduki, unapea nchi napigana, waendelee kupigana. This is a serious crime. And Gachagua said this some 3 months ago. And of course, we saw in citizentv confirming to Kenyans that bunduki za Kenya zimepatikana Sudan. So this is a message that of course destroyed William Samoei Ruto. And this prompted American government to actually warn Ruto, wanamwambia kwamba we will stop you from visiting our country. Yeah, we will form a committee ya Senate to investigate your leadership. Na ikifika point, you as a president umemalizwa. Because one of the key things they do, they can take you to ICC wakushtaki, ama they will tell you never to step in America. Imagine when Rais now is in America. Now, how are you the president? And they can even say that they not help. Of course, they say that they will not be helping Kenya's government. And hata kwa wanasaidia jeshi ya Kenya kwa marisasi, kwa train na kila kitu. So this is what is making Ruto panic na aende America. No. And of course, someone will say that
imeingia kwa nerves. You didn't know if Gachagua had the capacity or the ability to damage you to this extent. Home and away. Local and international. I told you Gachagua is a dangerous man. You could have contained Rigathi Gachagua in your government hata kama haungempenda. Venye Uhuru Kenyatta alikucontain in your government hata kama ulimkosea. Because the damage of impeaching, kama Uhuru angekuimpeach, ile damage ungekose. aliona ni afadhali ya kuache ukae akucontain ukiwa ndani. That is the same wisdom you could have applied so that to evade or to not to enter into this kind of arrangement yenye Gachagua amekusubject to.
Yes, that Ruto lazima angepiga hesabu kabla ipeche Gachagua. Because imagine you're having a deputy president who knows everything about you. Then you end up on an impeach. You impeach him with all the truths he knows about you. What does he do in revenge? Anambia the world what you have been doing. And Gachagua has been telling Kenyans everything about Ruto. And of course, whatever he says, waga ni ukweli. Kama mambo ya Sudan hiyo. And of course, another bombshell that shocked Ruto ni mambo ya Al-Shabaab. Gachagua said that Ruto has been meeting Al-Shabaab members.
William Ruto, you need to know, the Americans want to know why you are working with Al-Shabaab. Why, when you are in Mandera, you met 3 leaders of the Al-Shabaab militia at night to discuss business with them. They want to know why.
Another serious crime for Americans. A president meeting, the terrorists when you're war watu country yake. That's being a traitor. Yeah, you need a traitor. How can you be a leader who is meeting terrorists? They yet these people have killed hundreds of Kenyans. Now, of course, I can't say that is true because, of course, some things need, tangible evidence. But now Gachagua anasema, and of course, ukiangalia, kuna some level of honesty in it. And now you see now, America now wamefika to a point whereby they cannot deal with Ruto. Now what does he do? Last week, alita ambassador wa America, akaongea nao, saizi, anakimbia nenda kumkubiti Trump. Just kumbembeleza, mwambia hapana, mimi si mbaya, nisamee haki, sitarudia, Gachagua anaekelea, nini. But the damage has already been done. And there's no way you will actually, erase all this. And remember, now the final nail on the coffin is that Ruto is actually, working with China. Now, American government, wana wivu. You're either with them or not with them. So, they told him to choose. But according to me, this was just an excuse of, kumfukuza Ruto. I don't think working with China can be an issue to Americans. The issue is mambo ya Sudan na mambo ya Shabab. And Ruto na amejua ni kubaya. And there's no way ataendelea kuwa president kama America imtaki. And remember, someone out there will tell me that, for example, I read a comment on one of my videos. Mtakisema kwamba, at what is America? What can America do? My friend, you're asking me what's America. Then if America is nothing, why is the president going there to kuwabembeleza? America is for power. If Americans are against your leadership, you can't lead. And I've been giving examples, for example, Gaddafi. What happened to Gaddafi? Americans were against him. What happened to Americans allegedly funded, militias were Libya. And of course, these people went ahead and of course, ambushed Gaddafi na wakamaliza. Of course, I'm not saying that it will happen, the same thing will happen, but Americans have the capability of actually destroying a leader or Malize. Okay? Even in Haiti, it's not Prime Minister resigning. And it's been said that if it's Haiti, it's going to be funded by America. No. So you can't say that what's America. These people are so lethal. If they are against your leadership, you will actually cry foul. And remember, even Raila Odinga himself, after the elections, what did he say? He said that Americans actually helped Ruto win the elections. Why do you think Raila said that? Because Raila believed that America made a deal with Ruto, ile mambo ya GMO. Remember mambo ya maize from America to Kenya. What happened? Raila said that Ruto had a deal with Americans, wakamfund for campaign yake. Then, after the deal, after Ruto wins the presidency, what happens? America, through Bill Gates, will be doing business with Kenya. And that was an allegation from Raila Odinga's side. So you see now, there's no way we can sit here and say that, America is nothing. These people, they are so lethal. If they decide that they don't want you, they don't want you. And now Ruto, anaogopa kwamba, in 2027, anaweza kuza kuwin elections. Yeah, because America can suppress its win. Wambia hapana, you will not win. And how do they do that? How do they do that? They can do that through making sure that elections is free and fair, stop Ruto from rigging, because then Iona Ruto is going to read these elections, because we've been seeing that in Sudi in some UDA, busybodies saying that Ruto will rig, and of course they can stop rigging, they can fund Gachagua and kalonzo. There are so many ways they can stop you from winning. So many ways they can stop you from winning. So these are the reasons why Ruto has to run to America. Now at least Bembeleze, awambie, please guys, just forgive me. I did not mean it. I have not done anything wrong. But the damage has already been done. Because before America iko accused, washa investigate, wakona evidence, wakona kila kitu. So hata kuwaendea aje, already wanakwambia hapana, tushapiga rubber stamp. Wewe ni criminal, and we are going to deal with you. And that's why you see now, Gachagua destroy Ruto. And now Gachagua is coming back to Kenya. What's happening? Anakuja Kenya after ashamaliza Ruto huko hivyo. So Ruto lazima aende kule asafishe rada. They say it, asafishe rada. Because the damage has been done. And now Ruto ana regret. Kama angelijua ange impeach Gachagua. Analia. Because this guy exposed all the dirt in the government. Na sasa Ruto akiongea, anaongea na uchungu. The man just, kuna pain kwa chest yake, anaongea na uchungu because of the damage that has already been caused by one Gachagua. Now Gachagua is coming back to continue destroying Ruto. And now Kenya Kwanza team wanashindwa fanyaje, hawezi mshika, hawezi fanya kila kitu. Thank you guys. Subscribe and tell me what you think. Thank you.
If you love politics, then Dr. Politica is your cup of tea. The place for minds that think. If you are watching this from anywhere else, search the name, hit subscribe, and stay sharp with us. Thank you for making Dr. Politica your home for fearless political truth. Every view, every like, every share fuels the fire behind the hours of research, filming, and editing we pour into each episode. By showing up consistently, you don't just support a channel, you empower a voice. In a world ruled by headlines, spin, and power games, you remind us that real people still care about real facts. We are here to inform, inspire, and ignite critical thinking, not just for today, but for generations to come. You are not just a viewer, you are the reason this platform exists.